Greetable and welcome everyone to Team Fortress 2 gameplay video. I'm your host, just because we don't know. And this time I'm actually not alone. This time are with me.
Ranchet.
And
Sopino.
wonderful. I thought we could use a little bit of guest commentary. Anyways, today it's time for the Pyro, and I have to say I always used to hate this class at the very beginning. That is mostly because I started playing with the Pyro update, which always had these annoying pyros with the flare guns, plus the backburner pyros, which always had 50 HP more than usual. I think you guys didn't even didn't really experience that. The backburner at the Pyro update gave the Pyro 50 plus 50 health.
Yeah, I've seen that actually
that
a few times. I didn't play during that time. I played afterwards. Actually, it was. I actually don't remember. I guess there was nothing different happening when I started.
Yeah, I think they already patched it afterwards, and this period just made me so hate the Pyro a lot, because as I started as a soldier, I had barely chances. With other classes, you also had barely chances. And just being another Pyro with the backbone was just so boring, since it's just running into each other and that's it. But during the time I actually started to love the Pyro, mainly because of his compression blast. Now I would call myself, I became a pretentious Pyro. Pretty much, I just can't kill people by W plus M1. I always have to either axe them or flare gun them or whatever. Anyways, moving on.
Originally I always used the backburner because of the fact that I had really bad aim and stuff, so I had much easier time using the, backburner's critical effect. But these days I'm actually using, when started to play the dodgeball servers, I fell in love with the compression blast, and I now use it all the time.
Yeah, that's seriously a pro tip for everyone. Play on dodgeball servers. It makes this so much fun. Plus, it makes you way better with the regular compression blast. Also, I learned a little. I think I became a little better with the regular with the compression blast. Anyways,
anything you wanna say, Soapy?
Well, I pretty much just suck at this game, so I don't have much to say.
well, you're the best flare gun sniper. We already established that a while ago.
Especially that time I started missing the heavy.
Yes, which was me from like 5 feet away the whole time.
I personally don't use the flare because I usually wanna have at least some kind of way of attacking long range, so I use the shotgun a lot.
Yeah, actually, it's always like phases. Sometimes I use the shotgun, sometimes I use the flare gun. Also depends on the enemy team. If it has, like, for example, a crap load of pyros, the flare gun is useless, since it does basically jack shit. It's a nice tool to annoy enemies, or especially enemy snipers.
Oh, shotgun.
Yeah, actually, the reason why I took out my flare gun instead of the extinguisher is because I thought he's backing off, but instead he somehow just ran towards me again. Otherwise I could have easily axed him, but oh well.
Usually what happens with me when I'm switching weapons is I have the quick change, the Q thing, and
Yeah.
I accidentally have it set to the wrong weapon, and then I die.
Actually never used quick change.
I use the quick change all the time, and I usually, especially when using classes like Spy, I usually switch my weapons beforehand, which makes it really useful sometimes. I just can't use the, either the mouse thing or something or other.
Oh yeah, if you haven't noticed, Soapy and Ranche are also in this game. Soapy's the
Yeah.
soldier in our team, and Ranche was that engineer I burned, aka 8-bit Bowser, and I'm actually 8-bit Goomba.
Yeah.
Don't ask why we name ourselves like that. Also, hi Team Fortress 2 menu.
I actually remember. I always thought that you changed your name because you used the Goomba spray.
Yeah.
And later you just asked me you should be 8-bit Goomba, but I decided to be Bowser for the shits and giggles.
Anyways, time to defend. I'm trying to do something here on my own. First wanted to go for the demo, but then saw the heavy coming. I thought, not such a great idea. Luckily I was able to get the demo here. Also Charade, I still love this. Ding, ding.
Mini crits ahoy.
Indeed.
Somebody got trained on the parade.
Yeah, that was that sniper who charaded those two people. Also use a wonderful example of me being overly pretentious. Instead of just W plus M wanting that medic, I decided to push him away, try to flare gun him, and try to flare gun soldier, which does actually basically nothing. I don't know, that was typically headless playing.
It's almost actually really funny when the soldier rockets you so you fly towards him instead of away from him, which is always just fun, like, oh hey hi.
Yeah, that also happens to me as demo sometimes. If I like sticky trap, the Pyro flies towards me. That's even more annoying as a demo since he doesn't have instantly exploding projectiles. I mean, the pipe only explodes if you either hit someone or the sticky only explodes after you make it detonate.
Well, I actually got a few grenade kills by having it just be there, and then somebody being stupid enough to walk back into it while fighting me.
Yeah.
I forgot completely what class I was this time, but I remember being on the opponent's team.
I thought you were a medic, I don't know.
No, I changed it medic when I switched to your team.
Also was able to get that scout because he thought I'm retreating, but I thought, well, I'm dying anyway, so I might as well bomb rush into him. Or I have no clue what class you are. Anyways, that was such a random Pyro.
I always hated fighting other Pyros when you're a Pyro.
Yeah, I don't like it either. Also extinguishing teammates. That's one thing what I like as a Pyro too. You're such a social class with the compression blast. You can put out other people, you can stop overs, you can reflect projectiles, for example.
You can compressor blast people down the freaking tower, which is really hilarious as hell.
Yeah. It's also great that I sometimes do is protect sentries by reflecting all the rockets back which they shoot at did.
I never actually thought about that.
I do that sometimes when I'm, well, not that. When I got nothing to do, in other words.
Oh hi.
Yeah, that was you.
In the end, while we play a lot together, we rarely actually see each other, depending on the situation.
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes when you're my medic or vice versa.
Of course, I'm trying to be a smart medic who just goes to every place possible.
Yeah, I don't like either if we just team up again. Just make. Also, oh yeah, you're a sniper. I think I ignited you here. Then you charade yourself.
Yo, I remember that because you headshotted me once or twice.
Oh yeah. Even after, actually, I think I was MVP with 10 points.
Yeah, and there was also another hilarious scene coming up soon. Also, I had no idea what I could do. I have 1 health left. And the only thing I'm just trying is to desperately reflect something in someone's face, but it doesn't really work.
I remember once being a Pyro in this exact map, and I was on the left from here, down there, and I was like being tried to, in humiliation mode, 3 people tried to kill me and was just jumping around them being like, you can't kill me. It's always fun when you do that.
Also, here I actually made a really bad mistake that I took went all the way around. Also, I like that Pyro. Then you popped in and killed him.
Hooray!
I actually made the mistake that we went all the way around. I thought I might as well like flanked them from behind, but we were way too slow and they already were about to cap the last point. Also, that's you. That's you, man.
Oh yeah, this was hilarious.
I still hear ding ding. Sadly, you don't die.
Oh, that was
Anyways, that's it for part 1. See us back in part 2.